So this is from Abbreviated Reviews. This is called Star Citizen 317 Review, 317-2 Review, Under Siege 3 Neighborhood Watch Assault. This is like the weirdest title of all time. Not too familiar with this channel, so let's see what this is all about, because I got no idea what's going on here.
I'm sure like many others, you're wondering what happened to 318. 317 was last quarter, and here we are a quarter later and not a quarter richer. Well, if I may summarize this Chris Roberts written 6,000-word essay on the update, we're currently here on this massive chart, and this scary red dot for persistent streaming is in the way of 318, and all the good stuff like salvage and salvage accessories are on the other side. So they're taking some extra time to get that finished, but until we've surpassed this daunting dot, we'll have to spend our time checking out Star Citizen Alpha 3.17.2. Since this is yet another iteration on the 317 update, it doesn't have as many of the game-changing new features you'd find in typical quarterly updates, like coffee vendors. But that doesn't mean there aren't exciting things worth exploring. Let's start out looking at the all-new Derelict mission.
I mean, I think Siege of Orison is a pretty big deal. It's just, unfortunately, not as fun as it could be.
Now, instead of roaming around other large wrecked ships like the Starfarer or Caterpillar, you can crawl around the conveniently separated, appropriately dilapidated leaf in the wind referencing chunks of the massive Reclaimer. You may not find a whole lot at the end of this crash landing trail of broken trees and shattered dreams, and certainly not the mission objective I was looking for, but you will find the first iteration of AI-controlled NPCs wandering the wide open spaces of this crashed behemoth. These derelict outposts aren't just around ships, though. The adventurous denizens of this universe have also set up makeshift encampments and even cozier locations like this heap of garbage. While they may not be all that impressive during the day, they do look pretty good at night, which is the same reason they keep the lights dim in nightclubs. But if you're tired of the club scene and want to get away from it all, now you can head to the far reaches of the Stanton system with these all-new Microtech Lagrange points. These locations will bring you to the edges of our favorite iceball planet's orbit and provide you with the same great station flavor with twice the quantum fuel use. These stations, along with every other orbiting platform, have had a bit of a change to the way you land, though. Instead of having to park outside on a pad in the vacuum of space where suffocation is a glitched helmet away, now you
Guys, I think out of everything in 317.2, I think this is my favorite. Am I weird? I love this. I've been asking for this forever, and it is delivered as much as I like it. It's just so nice to have the door open and close. I'm sorry. It just feels good. It feels like a space game. It feels great. It makes sense. You get out of your ship. You don't got to worry about your helmet. None of it.
These all new hangars and venture into the station butt naked if that's your thing.
What?
However, they didn't trash all the landing pads. They set up a handful of them around the outside of stations that you're allowed to land on any time without a single call to the landing police.
I didn't even know that.
If all you need to do is pop in and get some gas in the Slim Jim, you can drop down on one of these pads at your leisure, and the only thing you have to worry about is getting pad rammed or repeatedly harassed by the cops.
I love that.
But if you want to take on the role of protect and serve, now you can do that a little bit easier with the updated service beacons. With this new description system, you'll see a difficulty rating for the encounter, so you won't have to obliterate an Aurora in 3 seconds or get unexpectedly ass blasted by a rogue Idris. There is one new way to explore.
No, you literally defeat Auroras like for 200k and stuff. It's crazy.
Or some surprise ass-related destruction in this update, though, and that's checking out the Siege of Orison. When this event is active, the faceless voice of Orison authorities will repeatedly yell at you across the entire system until you give in and make your way to that big beautiful ball of nothing.
Yep.
Once you've spent 20 minutes taking in the hot pink visages of endless clouds and flying straight down and park, you'll have to make your way to the Cloud View platform. Then, if you can make your way through an invisible wall, you just need to take this elevator to the roof and you're ready to board the dropship to the first platform under siege by your favorite antagonist failures, the Ninetails. Now you can begin the fun of rampaging through NPCs, trying not to accidentally shoot the wrong one, resulting in an instant crime stat and getting kicked out of the mission like my dumbass. But if you do succeed at roaming through the platforms, murdering lieutenants, taking their data pads with key codes, and shutting down the anti-air defenses they took over, you can make your way to the final platform where the real action begins. Here, you can fight your way through a convoluted maze of shipping crates, leaving a nice trail of Ninetails until you take out the leader to pluck the final code from his data pad.
I'm not watching.
Then you just need to continue searching the crates and crippling yourself with desync platform jumping to find the orb that's always in the same box. Now you can switch the turrets back to friendly to save the day in a static event that will be fun for exactly as long as it takes to memorize the location. But there is one location you might want to memorize, and that's the location of this cool racetrack on the surface of Clio. It's a place that you can race ships, hover bikes, and even the all-new Drake Mule. This six-wheel go-kart is designed specifically for you to be able to haul boxes across the surface of planets and moons like an all-terrain forklift. It can hold 6 small boxes along the sides and a 1 SCU big boy in the back.
But it doesn't...
It may not have any guns, but it does have these forks on the front that don't currently do anything yet. But
the whole vehicle doesn't do anything.
A bumper for all your favorite stunt moves. If
What?
6 wheels aren't enough for you, then you might want to head back to that now classic Atlas platform and get yourself an Anvil Centurion.
Hell yeah, dude, this was so
Much
fun.
like
I
the
recorded the
Anvil
whole
Ballista,
thing.
This armored ground vehicle is designed to
Maybe
reach
I'll
into
release
the
it
sky
at some
and
point.
snatch the life out of anyone daring to get even a few feet off the ground. But unlike its missile-heavy sibling, this time they slapped as many guns on the turret as they could and
This is
rolled it off the
Indio?
assembly line.
Oh, okay.
And since they're energy weapons, you can stay on the front line until you dehydrate and die. It can even take on the mighty Tonk, assuming you have a couple of minutes. And it sits perfectly still. And it doesn't fight back. But if you're looking to spend a little more time off the ground in this game about flying through space, you might want to try out the brand new Transformation Master, the RSI Scorpius. This dual-seat medium fighter may look unassuming at first,
Wait, is
but when
this
it
new for
spreads its wings
317
into
too,
an
the
X shape
Scorpius?
in this
No,
completely
right,
original
so-
form factor, you definitely won't be getting a call from Disney. But that isn't the end of its transformative powers. It can also move this aggressive top-mounted forward-facing turret back along the spine of the ship to what I can only describe as the taint region for a more defensive perspective for the gunner.
What
This
the
versatile
fuck?
design gives you the flexibility to obliterate any frivolous lawsuits in front of you while still keeping your ass covered if someone tries to slip in a DMCA from behind. Star Citizen Alpha 317.2. It may not be 318. If you'd like to see more information about previous updates in an almost
But
informative
it's
way, check out my other Star
317
Citizen
too.
videos here.
Dude. I'm linking now. This is awesome. Oh, wow. Dude, Abbreviated Reviews or Endio. I'm familiar with Endio from Twitch chat. That is actually super good content. That's super, super funny. And just so well written. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that channel. Throw them a sub. Check them out. That was really, really funny. Well, at least, you know, it's not 318, but just nothing. That was the best. Well done. Appreciate it, man. That video was awesome.